I want the truth and nothing but the truth.
What's up everyone, it's your lawyer, Jobber Godot, and with Soul Notion Batch 3 finally here, it's time for me to stop jobbing with whatever memes I'm dealing with and pop off this month with as many uploads as possible. Anyways, before I can continue, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe with notifications on. Really helps out the channel a lot. Also follow my Twitter, I'm very active on it, as well as join my public Discord server if y'all are interested. Twitter and Discord will be linked in the description. Alright, on to the video. A Broken Stand Bohemian Rhapsody is a stand I haven't seen anyone really talk about in all seriousness, at least in regards to power scaling, and I think it's fair to shed some light on one of the more underrated broken stands like this. And no, with me saying quote unquote broken, I'm not trying to say it beats GDR or Wonder Review or anything like that. Please, let's just have some fun like here today, peeps. Generally, what can be seen in the anime is that Bohemian Rhapsody essentially brings fictional characters to life from outside their story and traps people that know or like their story a lot in their narrative, and the victim that's trapped in that narrative will die and can't change that narrative. That's where I'll stop with the anime and head over to the manga that provides more info on Bohemian Rhapsody, and we can even compare and contrast certain differences from anime and manga versions. Now, Bohemian Rhapsody in the manga has a stand description that goes like this. 1. A stand ability that makes characters from animation, printed material, movies, or any piece of art come to life. 2. The ability uses the energy used to make these characters, so its range is infinite and extends throughout the whole world. 3. If a person meets a character they like, their soul gets sucked into the character's world. 4. The soul that's been split from the body is doomed to follow the same fate as their designated character. These are not the enemy stands, but pre-existing characters. Right off the bat, Bohemian Rhapsody is on some crazy scaling and feats. The energy that stand is infinite, along with its range. But even then, that's not all, as in the JoJo Valor guidebook, Bohemian Rhapsody speed, like in terms of it affecting the entire planet and universe too safely, it's stated, quote, the range can be expanded all over the world in an instant, which means we actually can scale the speed of this stand's ability via range to infinite speed. It's just goes crazy. I bet y'all didn't expect this stand to be this dumb so far. Anyways, these are honestly just really wild statements with feats shown in the anime and manga of what's being stated to actually be true, which justifies what we're about to delve into next, the quote-unquote fictional characters it summons. These characters are described to have their own quote world, and if you get sucked into their world, you'll be doomed to follow the fate of your favorite character. But what's the biggest thing to note is that the characters are quote pre-existing, they're not stands, meaning that these characters are real and actually came from their respective verses, which is insane. And for my doubters out there saying, no way, that they actually came from their verses, or even if they did, what proves they scaled to the originals we know? So with that, I'll provide two major pieces of evidence to prove my previous point. Anasui kills Pinocchio, and later when Bohemian Rhapsody is defeated, it's stated that Pinocchio didn't return to his story/world. Finally, in Japan, Rao and Kenshiro appeared without any warning. Rao killed other fictional fantasy characters before he fought Kenshiro and was defeated, and everyone said it happened exactly how it happened in the Fist of the North Star story or manga. Kenshiro and Rao caused damage to the city the same exact way that parallels Fist of the North Star. So it's safe to say that these characters actually did come from their verses/stories, and they definitely scaled to themselves. Like, for example, I read the Astro Boy manga in real life, and the one Astro Boy summoned by Bohemian Rhapsody, let's just assume it's the Astro Boy I read for the sake of example, would scale to the Astro Boy's feats from the manga I've read. Anyways, let's talk about the stories. When put in a story by Bohemian Rhapsody, your soul is what's put in it. Not even stand users that can see fighting spirits and ghosts can see you, which is pretty crazy. But what's even crazier is what I'm about to grant Bohemian Rhapsody, which is plot/narrative manipulation and fate manipulation. Everything about Bohemian Rhapsody's abilities goes according to all the narratives it summons. It isn't possible to destroy things in a narrative that isn't your own. All narratives go exactly how it played out in the source material. Van Gogh lost his ear and shot himself in the head. The same thing happened to Weather Report at random. Finally, another statement about Bohemian Rhapsody from the JoJo Valley Guidebook states this, quote, special ability, dragging the soul into the story. The character whose target was a fan drags the soul into the story. Then, the soul separates from the body and ends up with the same ending as the character. Now, plot/narrative manipulation is the ability to control the plot/narrative itself. Examples include altering the plot, creating/destroying stories, changing speech bubbles, changing the setting, etc. It is a variation of reality warping. Now, all that coupled with fate manipulation, as Bohemian Rhapsody's stipulations include that the victim of the ability is doomed to follow their favorite character's designated fate. So, yeah, pretty fucking broken stand ability. Let's finish all this off by going over the other characters Bohemian Rhapsody summons. I would like to note that also, it's important to know that DC and Shonen Jump exists in JoJo along with like other franchises, and that Part 6 takes place in 2011. Anyways, Bohemian Rhapsody makes a stick figure pedestrian, Mickey Mouse, Snow White, Astro Boy, I'm probably gonna butcher this, Mazinger Z, Tetsujin 28, Spider-Man, Birth of Venus, video game characters, Peter Pan, the Wolf and Goats in Little Red Riding Hood, Snoopy, and with the anime only characters being Batman, Aladdin and Genie come to life. And at least that's like all I remember for like the anime onlys, right? Now, before y'all start memeing out on Bohemian Rhapsody summoning characters from Marvel and DC like Spider-Man and Batman, it's important to note that like we don't know which version of those characters like were just summoned, as if we recall, these characters are taken from their their respective stories like / worlds at an exact point in time in their narrative. For all we know, those could be like the loser versions of like Spider-Man and Batman. Finally, I'm not going to no limit fallacy what fictional characters Bohemian Rhapsody can summon / bring to life, and neither should you. But what I will say again is that the stand utilizes infinite energy to summon these characters, which once again should safely put that stand in the universe, like universal levels of power. And I'll let whatever characters you guys think Bohemian Rhapsody can summon as a discussion or suggestion down below in the comment section. With all that being said, y'all are probably not wondering how this broken stand got defeated, as I assume most of you have watched the JoJo Stone Ocean Batch 3 by now. But to those who haven't like seen the new batch and haven't read the manga either, or have and just want to hear my explanation anyway, the only way Bohemian Rhapsody was because Weather Report used Van Gogh's brush to literally create a new character with a narrative called Put Back, that puts back all the characters that came to life back in their own narratives. Now, all that being an assful, maybe, and an idea of how to beat Bohemian Rhapsody that most people wouldn't think of, or at least not in time, definitely. But can you summon Goku though? Bohemian Rhapsody. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and notifications on. Follow my Twitter and join my Discord server link down below in the description. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.
Yeah, been jobbing.